Whenever you lose a football game, of course, there's a lot of disappointment you have. It seems like they all count as a loss when you lose, but when you just feel like you didn't give yourself a chance to win. And, I talk a lot about turnover ratio. When you're down 3, it really is tough on a game like that, especially when you don't start well. There's a lot of reasons for us to get off to a fast start, but we didn't. We had some injuries in the game. I know Wes, there's not a whole lot more to tell you about Wes Lunt. He's getting better. We hope he'll be much improved tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. Of course, we don't have practice today. Don Thielman went down with a leg injury. He'll have season-ending surgery. Tomorrow, I think, is when it will be. Others, Malik Turner, didn't finish the game, so there's cause for concern, but he's back in the building. We'll see how it goes this week for him. I think those were the major injuries that we had. Physical football game, we had a few others. But just our play has improved, kind of simple as that. We're making a lot of mistakes still, which can be the case when you play some young players more than probably you would want to, but again, we had some opportunities. But it's another week. We're playing a Michigan State football team that, started off strong. When you lose as many games as they have, we know the feeling. So 2 teams desperately searching for a win. We're going to go back, continue to make corrections, and coach the guys hard, and eventually we'll get over the hump. Take your question.
Well, you said it. You took over a program that obviously had issues. That's why you're here. But did you expect this big of a challenge, or have there been different challenges than you expected?
When I took the job, I expected us to eventually win a whole lot of football games, and that hadn't changed. As far as how soon, you come in, want to win every game right away. Normally it doesn't happen that way. We've had opportunities to win games. A few games we didn't. But as far as, what I thought, we want our team to play the best of their ability each week. We haven't done that.
What were kind of your expectations coming in, and how have they kind of matched up to being here for almost 8 months?
Again, my expectations were for us to try to get the team to play their best ball each week. And those same expectations I've had everywhere I've ever been. It's just that. Our record, we won 2 games. That's who we are right now. 2 games with 4 games to go. So, and 1 that's looking us dead in the eye. And there's no more than that. Whether you're really feeling good based on what you've done the previous week's game, or you where we are right now, it's about moving on, and that's where we are right now. No time to reflect and do that type of stuff now. It's about us getting ready for Michigan State this week.
For Jeff right now, Coach, is ball security the number one thing with him right now?
Well, yes. For our team, those were big fumbles that we had. Yes, absolutely. The first one, first play of the game, center-quarterback exchange is something that has to be automatic. And when we are in a position where there's people around us, we have to protect the football. It's that way with everyone that's carrying the ball. You have to protect the football, yes. And of course, there's other things that we can do to help at least the second one, keep the pressure off of them a little bit.
You mentioned that you were sort of expecting a little bit of a jump from start 1 to start 2 for Jeff. Sort of apart from the ball security things, how did you feel like he progressed?
I think we had our moments, and I think every time the more you play, you learn more things and you see more things that you like. But you can really say that progress is being made once you find a way to win the football game. And so much more goes into quarterback play. It's protection, it's receivers getting open in one-on-one situations, and in Jeff's case, in our case, we lost 2 of our receivers also. So the cards just haven't all come together right now.
How much progress was Don Thielman kind of making in your eyes this games?
Well, he was making progress. When you're playing a freshman like that and giving him more and more time, you're liking some of the things he's doing. So, he can catch the ball, good size, good movement. There's nothing to really dislike about him. There's a lot to like. But, again, we have a glimpse of what he'll be in the future for us.
Started Dele Harding at strong side linebacker
Yes.
over Julian Jones. Just what went into that move, and what did you think of Dele?
Every move we make is based on production on the field. If you're in a starting role and we feel like there's another option behind you that might give us a little bit more, we go with it. Dele Harding has done some good things throughout. He's been primarily a special teams player for us, and I thought he did some good things in the game. He and Jake Hansen both played. Of course, Jake didn't play as many plays. Of course, second half, Trey Watson was ready to go. But when you have young players like that, it's going to be good and bad that you're going to deal with most of the time.
What's the status of Des Kane, and is there a chance you could see him this Saturday given the
Yeah,
injuries?
absolutely. Des will be one of the guys in the mix this week. And when you have two receivers that go down, it's always about the next guy up. And if you do what you're supposed to do and you're ready to go, you normally get an opportunity to prove what you can do. Des is a good football player, so the way it's looking right now, he'll get more of a chance.
What do you see out of Michigan State? Obviously, they've been really good the last couple of years. This kind of surprised, I think, a lot of people that they're struggling.
Well, yeah, I'm especially when you start off the way they did too. Tino's ranked, pretty high early on, but we're going on what we see right now. I'd say they played their best game probably of the year this past weekend. We saw a physical football team that kind of lined up and went right at a good Michigan football team. So what we saw this past week, I know playing different guys at the quarterback position, they had an injury there, but whether it be, good offensive line, power running game with multiple running backs, two good wide receivers, and on the other side of the football, had a couple things that they're working on there, but we see that, we feel like we're going to get a typical Michigan State football team coming in here to play.
Obviously, you're only here for this last year of his career, but what was it like seeing a veteran guy like Zach McCray get his first touchdown?
Exciting. You don't have to be around a long time to know that, when you're winding down your career, you want them to finish it a certain way. Homecoming is pretty special. I told the football team, everybody doesn't like coming back to homecoming. If you're proud of what you've done, your time there, you like coming back to it. And Zach Grant is a guy that will love coming back for years to come for his homecoming, and had his best game out there this past week. And I'm just not talking about the touchdown catch, but we get the same type of effort from him always, and that's, a winning type effort.
Dad's Days this weekend on campus, is that on your radar much at all in terms of crowd energy or anything like that?
Well, it's on, crowd energy, of course, but it's Dad's Day, and that's special, for our players. We guys that have played, it's one thing to have a Mom's Day, but a lot of time Dad has been an athlete too. He really kind of knows what you're going through a little bit, and a lot of special relationships there. And I know there's a lot of people you want to impress, but most guys would say they definitely want to impress their fathers. So hopefully we'll get that type of effort, where they can, and all the guys get an opportunity to will impress their dads. And not just on the field. I know all of the dads coming back this week love and are proud of their sons no matter what. Thank you very much.
Coach, any questions from the phone lines for Coach Smith?
Yeah, I did, sorry. You did go through a bit of the injury list. I don't think you mentioned Keyshawn. How's he doing?
I should have been getting better too, but there's concern for him also. He's on that injury list right now. Can't wait to get out there tomorrow to see exactly how much he's improved since then.
Okay, and I did want to ask you just directly, I couldn't hear exactly the questions, but there was a report on ESPN, I don't know if you saw, but that was just describing your time so far in Champaign. You used the word miserable to describe you. Just wondering if you would like to respond to that and how you characterize your time so far with the program.
You know, no, I haven't seen that, and yeah, I guess I'm going to respond to it one time. Am I happy right now with where we are? No, no one on our football team is happy where we are right now. My time in Champaign, it's a little bit bigger than just where we are right now. Our football team, as I said, we're going to win a lot of games eventually, and there's not much more than that. As I said after the game Saturday, not many of us should really be happy about where we are right now, but we're going to do something to fix it together here. How is that?
There's a small article, but it also speculated about you being one and done with the words you.
I wouldn't
Illinois,
get
do you wanna-
I would not get into speculation, all right, at all. You're kind of hearing it from me. I kind of go on what you're getting from me right now.